Hello dear customizators, welcome to TS Custom. So I decided to upgrade my wheel rims and I was searching online what should I buy, and I really like this company Cube Controls. I saw a lot of wheels from them on the Sim Racing Expo and I tried them, but looking at the prices, they are pretty expensive. So there's many of you that would like to have these wheel rims, but they are simply way too expensive for your budget. I was searching online and I saw that they are actually selling only the wheel rims without the button box, without the hub, and the prices are pretty affordable. And I really like this rim because it has really nice grip and it's really comfortable, and I tried it in the Sim Racing Expo. I immediately fell in love in the ergonomics of this wheel and I wanted to buy it, but it was too expensive for me, so I decided to buy only the wheel rim, and then I would build my own universal hub to connect it to my Simube. I got these two products from Simube and they actually want me to review their QR2 version of Fanatec quick release, and I got this one that is QR2 standard edition, and I also have this one that is QR2 Pro. So I can compare them to Fanatec and we can see what are the differences. Is there any tolerance issues or something like that? So if you want to go and buy products from them, you know what you're buying. I think this is just the perfect opportunity for me to make hubs for this QR2 from Simube and for these two wheel rims. So I'm going to make a hub that's going to be between the rim and the QR2. Also, I'm going to make it so it can be upgradable. I'm planning to put buttons here. In the future, I will build my own pedal shifter, magnetic pedal shifters, and they will be quiet edition because I like quiet shifters, and lots of shifters today on the market just make noise. And I don't like that, especially if you are in a house sharing it with your family. They don't want to hear this clicking noise. This wheel rim cost me something around 200 euros, which I think is pretty fair price for what you get, the quality of it. And you can also buy this type of wheel, but in rubber edition. This is leather edition, and it's around 112 euros. And this wheel rim costed me 80 euros. So 80 euros for wheel rim that is really sturdy, nice quality, perfect finish. And regarding the QR2 from Simube, the standard QR is $69 and the QR2 Pro is $89. Okay, let's now just take a quick look about this Simube QR2s and how they compare to Fanatec. So let's see what you get in the box. The box is pretty similar, almost identical to one of the Fanatec, and you get these tools and you got these screws and this plastic part for your connector. They told me these are just two brands, so the same company is producing them, Simube, and this is Tanlenki. The same thing, just a white box. First glance, they really look nice. This part is protruding a little bit, and this part it's flush, and actually I prefer this one. It looks nicer than the original Fanatec. Perfect build quality, and if there are any differences, let's see the measurements. So 48 versus 50, and the Fanatec is 49.5. So yeah, not exact copy dimension wise. We can also see some differences here. This one is different than this one right here. It has different notches. Okay, so let's try and make the connection with the QR2. And as you can see, it really fits perfectly. No play at all. Really, really nice connection. And let's try this one. Also, no play. I think the QR2 system is one of the best out there. It really feels great, no play at all. And yeah, let's get on with this build and find out everything you want to know. guys, so at this point I just wanted to show you how much chips I have from making 3 of these pieces. So yeah, let's take a look. This is the 3D model of the part that I'm making, and I need to drill these holes that you can see right here. So for that purpose I designed these 2 pieces that will be 3D printed and that will enable me to mark the holes on the part. And the part is already 3D printed and it goes in like this. So I have 2 pieces, one goes here and the second one goes here, and I have these notches that will enable the part to be fixated in the center, so the both pieces will be aligned and all the holes will be in the right places. So the first operation is marking the hole with a 2mm drill bit on all sides of the part. And this is how it looks when all the holes are marked. Now I can drill the holes all the way. I'm still using the 2mm drill bit. And now I'm drilling the holes to the correct size. Alright, so I drilled these holes and I wanted to check if everything is correct, and I put my wheel like this and I noticed that the holes do not align. I don't know how much you can see, but you can see that the holes are slightly bigger than the one on the wheel. The reason this is so, because I copied these Fanatec holes to this side of the part. I thought that this was standard 70mm pattern on the Fanatec QR, but it's actually not. If I put the wheel on the Fanatec part, you can see the same misalignment of the holes, beside of course these 2 holes being further apart. Yeah, that makes this part useless, but then I found out about another mistake I made, and this is regarding the positioning of the holes. So if I put this part where it's supposed to go, like this, so the part is looking like this is the upper part of the wheel, and then when I want to put my wheel here, it would not be centered, it would be like offset. So now I have an opportunity to correct my mistake and just make new holes here. So funny enough, I made 2 mistakes, so I can correct them. If I make only 1 mistake and made this hole in the correct position, I would not be able to correct this mistake, and I would have to do all 3 parts again. So lucky me for doing 2 mistakes. I also made this 3D printed tool to help me keep the part in the right position while I'm drilling these holes. And I 3D printed this part, and now I'm drilling the holes again, but this time in the correct position. And these holes are just to make the part lighter, and yeah, I actually made this video go backwards intentionally. Now I'm just chamfering these holes. And the only thing left to do is to make the threads. For smooth operation, always make sure your thread tabs are lubricated. And now I'm bringing this part to the final dimension. I decided to make this the last operation because there is a possibility to damage the part while drilling the holes. And this is how it looks now, with all the holes drilled and all the tabs threaded. So yeah, the only thing left to do now is make some chamfering of the holes, and I think this part is done. Alright, so the build is done and I already tested both wheels and both Simube and Tanlenki QRs, and at this time, not to prolong this video any further, I can just confirm everything I said before. The quality is up to standard. I can recommend this product if you are searching for an alternative to go a little bit cheaper and you don't mind having the original part from Fanatec. As for Cube control wheels, I can just confirm everything I said, and I can say that this will definitely be my favorite wheel for now. For GT3 type cars and even some open wheel cars, I think this wheel shape is really universal and you will not make a mistake. If you go for this wheel, you will be satisfied for most of the cars that you want to use it for. And for other type of cars that really need to have a round wheel, cars like rally or rallycross, I think you will be very satisfied with the round wheel I got from Cube Controls, and you can see me here driving with it also. I mainly bought it for iRacing and rallycross, and I think it's a bit better than my previous wheel I had that is a little bit bigger. It felt kind of too big for rallycross. So that's about it for this video. If you like what I did, you can consider subscribing or hitting that like button, and yeah, make sure to subscribe because many more updates are coming to this hub I made. So I need to finish it all the way. I need to make the shifters, I need to make the buttons work. I also plan to connect the wiring in the future to make use of the connector of the Fanatec ecosystem. So I will need to reverse engineer the connector that the Fanatec has and produce it. So definitely stick around to see everything working in the end, integrated with SimuCube wheelbase. And yeah, there's nothing more to say than for you to stay customized.